Senate is scheduled to vote Tuesday night on whether or not to confirm Judge Clarence Thomas to the Supreme Court. But allegations by a former assistant that Thomas sexually harassed her may delay that vote. Anita Hill, now a law professor at the University of Oklahoma, told an interviewer this weekend that Thomas harassed her while she worked for him at the Education Department and later at the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Hill says Thomas never physically touched her, but sometimes initiated detailed discussions of his sexual interests.
Accusers claim they viciously attack minorities, but this is no gang. They're hiding behind the badge. Primetime, Thursday.
Michael Jordan fires back at critics about his choice to skip the team's trip to the White House this week. That choice sparked dissension among the Bulls on their first day back together as they start the season in which they hope to repeat as NBA champions. Good evening, I'm Ron Majors.
And I'm Carol Marine.
Overnight delivery plus great low prices, which could help a small company like this have a banner year.
We deliver for you.
Port-au-Prince Airport remained closed today, and the State Department said the city is quiet but tense. Shooting has all but stopped. There are no large crowds and no reports of death or injury to Americans. 500 Marines like these from Camp Lejeune have been moved into place at Guantanamo Naval Base in Cuba, in case the U.S. orders an evacuation of the 8,000 Americans in Haiti. But the State Department says that is not in the works right now. As democracy marched through country after country in Latin America in the past decade, Haiti was the last country, with the exception of Cuba, to throw off dictatorship and hold free elections.
All year long, Alomar has utilized the stolen base to put pressure on the defense. None bigger than the one he just stole to tie Ricky Henderson. Nobody out. Winning run on third. Base hit. Blue Jays win the East. Let the celebration begin.
First inning, the Cubs would explode for 4 runs. A Mark Grace double scored 2. Then Ryan Sandberg would make it 3-0 with this RBI single to left field, scoring Mark Grace, RBI number 97 for Ryan Sandberg. Still in the top of the first, Hector Villanueva's single scores Ryan Sandberg from second base, RBI number 30. And Ryan Sandberg scores 100 runs for the 3rd consecutive season.
A strong well, over 24 safety features, all-wheel drive, engineering that endures. Still, if it's speed you want, we promise you'll easily be able to drive as fast as the law allows. Subaru, what to drive.
I think country music has got some of the best people in it that I've ever been in contact in my life. And now that I have this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for all the love and the support, I want you to know it means the world to me.
I've been through ups and downs. I haven't known which way to turn. My broken heart.
Hulk Hogan is Chef Ramsay. He takes no nonsense. These yours? He pulls no punches.
My cat.
And he leaves no stone unturned.
That's not my cat.
Oh, because this time, he's more than the Hulkster. He's Suburban Commando. Hulk Hogan, Christopher Lloyd, Suburban Commando.
The personal stories you didn't see on the news.
I was ready to die to save him.
We said a prayer for our own people and for the Iraqi soldiers.
They were the heroes of Desert Storm Sunday.
Swine. Baby, I trust your taste. Just tell me what to wear and what time to be at the church, and I'm there. Promise.
Your trust sounds like disinterest.
I'm very interested. In fact, I'd like to rehearse the honeymoon right now.
Daphne Rose Kingma's books are called Coming Apart and True Love. You wanted to say what?
I wanted to say that no.
I don't really think of myself as a big TV star.
What's Wonder Year's Wonder Boy Fred Savage like when he's off the set?
The stories are true. We kissed and kissed. The romance is real.
The limousine waiting outside, it was filled with balloons and champagne.
The emotion comes from the heart.
I knew I was in love with her.
Real couples share their most intimate secrets of love, passion, and sometimes heartbreak.
I tried writing her a card to apologize.
You'll fall head over heels in love.
He is somebody that I could spend the rest of my life with.
Weekdays at 3 on KSPR.
Illinois Commerce Commission gives the go-ahead for a watered-down version of caller ID. The new system will identify the phone number of incoming calls, but a call blocker will also be offered so that you may choose the option to keep your number from being displayed.
Jim Tillman returns to depress you about the weather that's coming up. Jim?
This is Coda Territory, serving South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming.
Live from WBZ TV4, this is Eyewitness News, Weekend Edition.
I don't need them. I've got JJ.
Who's JJ? Oh, tell me. Who's JJ?
One of my professors.
Ray Charles didn't want a tribute, so his friends are throwing him a party. Ray Charles, 50 years in music, Sunday on Fox.
In October, the HBO Comedy Hour gives you 4 for the price of 1 with a different show every Saturday night. Kicking off with Robert Wool's World Tour.
The picture starts to become a little clearer now, doesn't it?
The following Saturday, it's Whoopi Goldberg and Billy Connolly in performance.
You getting the point?
Then it's Bob Goldthwait. Is he like that all the time? And finally, an all-new HBO Comedy Hour starring Blake Clark. 4 times the laughs in October with a different HBO Comedy Hour every Saturday night. Your actual laughter may vary. Consult your program guide for more details.
In the meantime, $5. The Lions are racing in. Get as many as you can.
President Bush is getting ready to kick off his presidential campaign. The Washington Post is reporting that Bush and Vice President Dan Quayle will kick off the re-election campaign October 30th in Houston with a fundraiser. But the president is not expected to formally announce he's running for re-election until early next year. Bush has said that only a serious health problem could keep him from a second run.
And the count, 2 balls and 1 strike, and it's hit on the ground to shortstop, and before the first ends the ball game and ends, the chance for David Cone to have 20 strikeouts and to tie the Major League record. He did get 19 at times, the National League record, and the Mets win it by a score of 7-0.
And for all Sam Smith questions, that's none of your business, Sam. You know, if you want to ask me some questions about what I do, you want to become my father now and ask me what I do, I don't have to tell you, or the media. You know, I'm here to live my life like I want to live it. And if you want to ask me questions, if I don't want to tell you, I don't have to tell you.
Not because it offers rich leather and anti-lock brakes, but because it comes standard with an airbag on the driver's side and the passenger side as well, creating a luxury sedan where even peace of mind is shared. The new 929. The first luxury sedan from the new Mazda.
Beware of the hand when it's coming from the left. I ain't tripping, just watch your step. Can't trust it. No.
Don't you stop.
I'm in Home Alone and Goodfellas.
Come here, friend.
Wait till you catch Joe Pesci as slumlord Louis Christie.
Do you know what kind of droppings those are? Moose droppings.
Sentenced to live in his own building.
How come the queen moved then?
Because I killed the milkman.
Joe Pesci. The Super.
Looks like your automobile lost a little weight.
Rated R. Starts Friday at theaters.
Next, it's Sibs.
Who asked you? If I waited for somebody to ask me something, I'd never speak.
And on Anything But Love,
You were a hooker?
Marty's got it all wrong.
Do you love him? I really do. Too bad he's mine.
It's Good and Evil.
Everybody's watching ABC.
Get over the hump tonight.
Wait a minute. How'd you get those bruises?
I had some trouble near the rocks.
What kind of trouble?
Why you ask me all these questions?
Do you drive a car?
No, sir, I don't.
Well, then. We'll see you first thing in the morning.
My name is Lily.
Hostage crisis in the Mideast. Cable news network tonight obtained a videotape of American hostage Terry Anderson, who says his captors told him there would be very good news for families. In the tape, supposedly made today in Beirut by a Lebanese production company, Anderson looked healthier than in the past, and he talked of a break in the crisis.
I've been told just a little while ago that we can expect some good news very soon.
But you know the real kicker in all this? The Blackhawks can't buy a break. They open their 75th season tonight. They're on page 2. How do you figure? We go to the stadium. Honorary Captain Stan McKenna, Jim Belushi, modeling the original sweaters worn by the Hawks and Wings for the occasion tonight. First period, Detroit explodes.
Look at this car. Look at it again. Look at this offer. Look at it long enough to actually read it. Look what's parked in your driveway. Look at it again. Look both ways as you cross the street to your Subaru dealer. Wait, look at our logo first.
Friday.
Parting.
I'll be your hostage.
Nick Stiles made an arrest on TV in his BVDs
Officer Stiles, I presume?
and went from LAPD to assistant DA. Now the TNT
Top of the world!
is about to hit the fan. Denzel Washington, John Lithgow, Ice-T, Ricochet, rated R.
You're such sweet sorrow.
There's our Julia.
Oh, yeah.
Urkel directs Shakespeare. On Family Matters. Then a family this big must have dinner on time.
You made it.
Piece of cake. Step by step. Then Larry's new home puts him in the poorhouse.
I love what you've done with the place.
On Perfect Strangers. And Maggie hears a prowler on Baby Talk.
This is what... Sure, if you're Mary Poppins.
It's all new Friday.
I mean, it's gonna work, you know, I mean... It has to work. Don't touch me!
What are you doing to her, Jake?
And introducing Reese Witherspoon.
I wish I could still talk to the man in the mirror. Don't you?
Guests of our show fly on our official carrier, American Airlines. No matter where you're flying, chances are American can take you there.
That's all we're through for the night.
We hope you had fun, because we did.
That's right. Well, we'll see you next week. We'll see you right here.
Perfect Strangers next Friday. A show that you'll cheer.
We get part-time jobs selling soap door to door. Then things get messy. You have to watch to see more.
There's no time to ask why, and no time for reply. Only time for one word, and that word is goodbye.